Now to that bombshell interview that takes us behind the scenes of The Black Swan. That, of course, is the movie that starred Natalie Portman, who won her first Oscar for playing a prima ballerina driven crazy by the demands of her role. And she earned a lot of praise for taking on the challenge of dancing the role herself. But in an ABC News exclusive, a world-renowned ballerina says she did most of the dancing. And Elizabeth Vargas is here with a preview of her 2020 interview with the woman who says she was the real Black Swan.
That's right, George. The movie makers do not dispute that a dance double was used. The fight is over how much she was used. It's become an issue because there was so much focus in the movie studio's Oscar campaign over Natalie Portman's physical transformation into a ballerina after just a year and a half of training. It has all led to an unseemly and unprecedented public squabble between the movie makers and a star ballerina. In the movie Black Swan, Natalie Portman wowed movie audiences with her portrayal of a prima ballerina going mad. But in a controversy that now has moviegoers doing a double take, this woman says she did many of the film's most unforgettable dance scenes. She is professional ballerina Sarah Lane.
Full body shots with actual dancing is me, and that's why they hired me.
It's your body, your feet. In this pivotal scene included on the movie's DVD and recreated by Sarah for our cameras, Natalie's face was actually superimposed on Sarah's body with computer effects. Were you told that you would get credit for this? Were you told this was a secret?
No,
Were you told?
No, I didn't do the movie to get fame or recognition or anything.
After Sarah gave a small interview to Glamour magazine about her role in the film, entitled The Real Black Swan, she says she got a call from one of the film's producers. And what did he say to you?
He asked if I would please not do any more interviews until after the Oscars because it was bad for Natalie's image.
And the Oscar goes to Natalie Portman, Black Swan.
Do you think that any of the people who voted for Natalie as Best Actress for the Oscar would not have voted for her if they had known that she didn't do all the dancing in this movie?
I can guarantee you would have definitely hurt Natalie Portman. And there was a lot of great dancing that Sarah Lane did that enhanced this performance and helped it win an Oscar.
They were trying to create this, image, this facade really, that Natalie had done something extraordinary, something that's pretty much impossible.
Which is to become
a professional ballerina in a year and a half.
Natalie's co-workers on Black Swan moved swiftly to defend the actress. Co-star Mila Kunis said Natalie deserved all the recognition she got. In a written statement, director Darren Aronofsky said that by his count, 80% of the dance shots in the film were Natalie Portman. Is it possible his math can be correct and your version can still be correct?
It's possible if, like I said, if you're counting the close-ups of her face as actual dancing shots. But I don't call close-ups of her face actual dancing. An Oscar is for acting, and she did an amazing job with the movie.
And are you at all afraid you'll pay a price for speaking up?
I don't care. I have so much respect for this art form and the people who are able to do it beautifully. I want to stand up for that.
And for the record, Sarah Lane says Natalie Portman deserves that Oscar, that her acting was first rate. But as one person in the dance world said, Natalie Portman is an artist of the highest caliber in drama. Sarah Lane is an artist of the highest caliber in dance, a true star. And they say it was unfair and unseemly to denigrate her contribution.
Well, as you point, I guess what seems to bother her most is the idea that this could just be learned so quickly. You could become a star dancer.
As she put it, I've put 22 years of blood, sweat, and tears learning how to do those moves. To say that Natalie Portman did them after just a year and a half of training, she found insulting.
And I was very surprised. We just talked about this off camera. She actually didn't get a credit after the movie?
She did not. She got a credit as a hand double, as Lady in the Lane, and as one of 6 stunt doubles.
But do you normally get a credit for being a double?
Apparently the contract, she didn't have a representative. The contract she signed said it was the producer's prerogative, according to her. She was well compensated, to do this dancing, but it was not part of the guarantee. The point is that, is it a sleight of hand or is it deception to never reveal that there was a dance double, to never acknowledge that person in any of these
That's a tough one.
speeches?
I don't know if it really takes away from Natalie's
still a great performance.
Well, the question was, does the audience really believe that Natalie's doing that dancing? And the answer largely is yes. Most people asked thought they did. She did do all the dancing.
Right. Okay, thank you. And of course, the full report's going to be on 2020 tonight.
You can tell we can't wait.
Yeah.